Hello everybody, it's Hughjeee. Welcome back to the series. It's episode 4 of SKYFACTORY 2.5. Now last episode we did a good amount of stuff, including Tinker's Construct, and we got some energy and whatnot going on. Now today we're actually going to use those lava generators and get some automation going. Now if you see in the background, there's some extra additions, and I'm going to spell that out in the next few minutes. So come along with me. Let's get started. Okay, so from the last episode, if you remember, there was the magic crops right here. That's one of the things that we were working on. We have since... Oh, where is it? I need to get an ME system pretty soon. That'll probably be in the next episode. But ever since, I made a watering can. Now what this does is it waters a 3x3 area and speeds up the growth of these things. Now I've been farming a few of these, and here's the reason why. I kind of got tired of chopping down trees. You'll see that I have acacia trees. This is just a tangent, but I did this because I like the redwood, and I might use it for building later. So that's why those are up, and that's why you see different stuff. But I got tired of farming the saplings for dirt. So you see this brown magic crop here. It is an earth crop. So I take that down, and that gives you a seed and also an essence. I'm going to replant a seed. I'm always hoping for that 10% chance to get an extra seed, because that would help out immensely. Now in here, there's all these earth essence that I got in the Minicio from farming. Now what I'm going to do with this is go to the crafting table and just put it in a circle like this. Look at all that dirt, 48 dirt. Well, actually, so we have 96 dirt from 16 essence. Now, that did not take long at all to farm. So I'm going to be able to just finish off the farm here and maybe even finish this one. I'm going to fill this up and we'll be right back. All right, so we got that filled up. I got a 9x9 and a water in the center because it's going to keep the dirt wet when you turn it into farmland like that. And I made this mattock with Tinker's Construct, and I'll have to show you guys in a second, once we get to it, how I made this mattock so quick out of Manulan. All I gotta say, fluid cows, OP. Fluid cows are so OP. So I'm gonna get all this at least tilled, and we're gonna take all the magic crops and put them over here. That way the other side can be wheat. That's what's been comprising most of my food. I just take 3 wheat and make bread. But I'm going to take these. I know they're not ready yet, but I'm just going to take them over here, and you'll see why in a second. But I know I always say that, but you will. Let's lay all these down. I'm going to put some on either side, just to kind of separate them so I know what they are. Okay, so the magic crops are planted, and I have the wheat over here. Now, what I'm going to do real quick before I go over to the cows and the chickens and all that to show you guys something, I'm going to make a sprinkler. This is going to actually speed up the growth of the wheat, and we're just going to make that real quick. Let's see what we need to make a sprinkler. We need iron bars, iron, and redstone torch. I just so happen to have redstone torch in my inventory from the mob farm. We have some iron here, and so we got to make some iron bars. I don't really know the recipe for that off the top of my head. Okay, 6 across. I think that's going to make multiples, so we're good on that. Yep, 16. That's good. Okay, and we should be able to just, speed up that recipe. We could have made 4, but I really don't want that many. Okay, one of the things that I went ahead and did was I made a little pocket down here for an infinite source of water. The sprinkler runs on water, and you can fill up a tank and keep on filling it up, but that's really no fun. So I'm going to take this transfer node, this liquid transfer node, and we're going to try and put a block down there. It's going to take a little bit of, reverse engineering, I guess, and we'll put that right there. That's good. And we're going to put the transfer node for liquid right there. Now what this should do, this is going to be a pretty cheap alternative to an aqueous accumulator from thermal expansion. If anybody doesn't know what that does, it pulls water out of a source and just gives you infinite water. So I had some blocks down there I needed to get. Let's get up here and let's plop one of these open tanks. I got this from a farm as well. And is that going to work? Do I need a world interaction upgrade? I think I do. Let me make that real quick and we'll be right back. World interaction upgrade. So I just got finished making the world interaction upgrade. Fingers crossed that this works. I've never actually done it this way before, so we'll try it. Ah, yes! Hey, first time for everything. That works. We should be able to place this sprinkler on top of that. Now this is just going to provide nonstop water to the sprinkler. And there, look at that. It's just going to keep on watering all of the wheat that's here. So we're going to, since everything looks to be ready, the wheat at least, I'm going to plow all that down with this mattock. And one of the awesome things about having this mattock is you could just right click and it takes all the crops. I think you could do that with the hoe, but the mattock does it just as well, and it'll give us the seeds for the wheat, and we're going to fill this up so we never run out of food. Okay, it's all filled up. Now, that's part of the reason why I moved the magical crops over there, is because I wanted a full thing of food with the sprinkler, because the sprinklers do not work with magical crops. Don't try, it doesn't work. Now, the watering can does, go figure, don't know why. Hey, you know, that's just maybe one of the ways they planned it to be. Now you're probably thinking, how did you get that manual and mattock so fast? You know, it's only the 4th episode. We haven't gotten soul sand to get any, you know, to sift for any of the nether ores or whatnot. Now look in here. We have horses and fluid cows, liquefacted coal, and molten manulin, molten steel, pig iron, and primal mana. Now all you have to do, oh man, I have water in this bucket, but all you got to do is right click your bucket on here and you get a full bucket of manulin. Now be prepared, because this actually provides a lot of manulin. Look over here. I've already gotten some in here, some in this tank, and a few extra buckets on backup. All I'm going to do, because I have it stored in this tank, I'm going to take this faucet off right here and just plop it on this tank. Now I think the redstone clock should work there too. Yeah. So it's going to empty that into there, down into the hopper, and just keep on giving me the manulin. So one of the plans for the episode this week is to turn all of our tools into manulin. I actually do not like the enchants that we have from Iguana's Tweaks on this broadsword, but look, the skill level is godlike. I may save it just because I made it godlike. Now, eventually all your tools are going to be godlike because you use them all the time, but what it's doing is giving me way too many heads, so I may save that for some wither skeletons, but my loot chests are filling up with heads, and that's just a pain. So I'm going to make a new sword, new hatchet, new pickaxe. You know, I may upgrade these. No, I'm going to upgrade the hatchet because I really don't care what the hatchet has on it. But the pickaxe, I believe we're going to start over. Now, while that manulin's going into ingots, you'll notice that I have some casts up here. I have one for the shovel, the axe, the tool rod. This was to make the mattock. Now, to upgrade all our tools, we're going to have to go into the part builder and get some parts out of stone to make a cast in the casting table. Now, I'm going to get an axe because I know I want to upgrade that, and we already have the handle for it, so that's fine. We need the tool binding pattern. Oh, helps if I put it in the right spot. Save the stone shard just in case. That's a half a stone, basically. And I think the wide guard pattern only uses half a stone. Yes. So that's for the sword. We have the axe, and so we need a pickaxe head. And we need the sword pattern. Okay, so we have all the pieces that we need to get the casts. So it looks like the manulin finished up. There's a little bit left over, and I'm not really worried about wasting it. So I'm just gonna, break it and take it out of here and reset this up for making casts. Now, when I was getting all my metals smelted down, if you look in this chest, I have a ton of ores already just starting out. I went through probably 2 dub chests worth of gravel and just sifted as long as I could to try and prepare for this episode. But one of the things that I accidentally did, if you look in here, I have a ton of electrum. That was by mistake. I accidentally put silver next to gold in the smeltery, and that turns it into electrum. So one of the things that I needed was gold for the cast. Unfortunate as it is, I had a lot of copper and aluminum too. If you add 3 aluminum and 1 copper, you get aluminum brass ingots. And that is what you can use as well for some casts. We're going to let that melt down and get all the casts ready to make our tools. Real quickly, for anybody who is not familiar with Tinker's Construct on how to make a cast, you just simply take one of the parts that you need and right click it into the table. And I took the redstone clock off because if you have the redstone clock there, it'll just automatically keep on trying to fill up the table, and you're going to wind up with some byproducts when you're making casts that you don't necessarily want. So you just put the part in the table, right click on the faucet, it's going to fill up, and it's going to make a cast just like that. The part's going to disappear and go in there, but that's fine. We're going to take this cast and just repeat with the rest of them. This is looking pretty wonderful. We got a wall full of casts. Now I'm going to make each and every tool. Like I said, I'm going to upgrade the flint hatchet into a manual and tool, but I'm going to restart the pickaxe and restart the broadsword. We have the mattock already, so I'm going to get working on getting these ready to go. We're going to just make all the parts and then go over to the Tinker's Construct table and start creating them. Now, while that manulin's melting down for my tools, I'm going to do a little side project here just to get something out of the way on the achievement list. Sometimes you run into those ones where you're like, oh, I got this. This is so easy. So we're going to look into a stone barrel. We might need some of the product that comes out of this in a little bit, but for now, we really don't need it. So I'm just going to make it and get the achievement out of the way. What we're going to do with this is we're just going to plop it down somewhere. I'm just going to put it next to water to make it easy. One of the ways to make this a little bit less messy is to put some slabs around the top of the block, around the stone barrel, and then we're going to knock out the middle, the cobblestone there. Now I'm going to take my bucket, get some lava, put it in the barrel, and put this water source and just put it above like that. Now every time you need, all you got to do is right click and you have obsidian. Didn't even have to mine it, so it's totally convenient. Okay, it looks like our manulin is ready to go, and we're going to make the tools. We're going to need three of these tool rods. Take that cast out. I like these bookshelves. It kind of keeps things tidy. We can just right-click everything. See, you could even put a bucket up there. I wasn't meaning that, but whatever. And so we need to make an axe, and we need to make the sword and the pickaxe. So I'm just going to get all the casts ready to go. Get the axe. And I'm going to kind of do some of this off camera just so you guys don't have to be bored with all the minor details. Because we all know how to right-click stuff. So be right back. Now we were left with some leftover molten metals in the smeltery. So I'm just going to throw the clock back on there and let everything cast back into ingots. I like things in the ingots, or in the chest, nice and tidy. So we roll over here to our handy dandy tool station. And I'm going to put the axe, or the hatchet, I guess I should call it, in there and see if we can upgrade. Look, we can upgrade to manual, and that's so cool. Now we should be able to upgrade. Yes, we can upgrade the handle as well. So this has haste, luck, auto repair. So it has everything that I need. Again, like I said, the sword and the pickaxe, not so much. So I'm just going to rebuild those. That takes the tool rod, the binding, and the pickaxe head. So we have a manual and pickaxe, and then I'm going to do the broadsword, which has the tool rod, the wide guard, and is that a wide guard? Yeah, wide guard and the sword blade. So we have our manual and sword now. Now we could work on getting these leveled up in no time, but like I said, these ones weren't stacking up to what I liked. Just a preference of mine. You guys decide on what you like best. One of the cool things about now having manulin and a steady source of manulin without having to even work for it is anytime that we need to repair stuff, all we got to do is go milk our cow of manulin and just make it into ingot and come to the tool station and repair it. So this is a pretty awesome upgrade for us. It's kind of OP. Like I said, cows OP. Yeah. Now, I still have been visiting the mob farm. I've only got one chance queue for today. I'm going to try and get some more during the episode, but we'll see how that goes. Now, I have to say, everything's looking pretty good on the manual part of everything that we have made so far. Now, it's time to start getting use out of this power. We've upgraded to 5 lava generators, and we got a constant steady supply of lava going to them. It doesn't look to be taxing yet, obviously, because nothing's running on it. This is about to change. We're going to have to make a few things to get everything that I want accomplished today. The first we're going to start off with is the alloy smelter, because we want to make some energy conduits from Ender IO. So I need to look up the alloy smelter. What this is going to do is allow us to make the materials that we need to keep our stuff powered. Now, we could use extra utilities energy pipes, but I'm not, that's just not one of my favorite things to use for power. This doesn't look too bad in terms of materials. I believe we have all of this. Yeah, we should have all of this, so might as well just make it and try it out since we have all that power that's not being used. One of the things that I noticed was it's going to take a buttload of iron, and we're also going to need some copper, some redstone. I believe we have everything we need, so let's drill down and see what it takes to make everything. We need this machine chassis, which needs a basic controller, and guys, you just got to get used to some of these recipes. It's just, you got to drill down into the most basic recipe, like I did. You just find some of the underlying stuff that's needed, and get used to using that shift click on the question mark, and that pulls up the recipe for you in the crafting table. So like here, we need the machine chassis. I'm just going to shift click because we already made the capacitor. I have the iron bars and everything. Look, easy as that. I know doing stuff manually kind of sucks sometimes, but it's all going to change once we get further in this pack. Now we should have everything we need. I think I have some furnaces over here. I do. Shift click. Do we have an alloy smelter? We have an alloy smelter. Now, what did I need this for? Again, like I said, I want to make some energy conduits. Ender IO is very familiar to me, and it's just one of those ones that, one of those mods that I just kind of go to when it comes to energy production, this, that, the other thing. So I'm going to take some of the iron and mix it with some redstone. We should only need 6, I think, of everything. And that's going to start turning it into conductive iron. This is going to make our basic low-level conduit for energy. The one that I'm going to make is an energy conduit and can do 640 RF a tick. Now, the machines we're going to be making, they don't really require a ton of power. So this is perfect for the situation. It's going to give us 8 conduits per 3 conductive iron. Now, the other thing we got to do is make some conduit binder, which is sand, clay, and gravel. While this is all working up here, I'm going to make that conduit binder. Now, all the conductive iron is finished up. I made some binder off camera, and we're going to go get this turned into some conduits so we can get moving on with this build. Now that we have our energy conduits, we also have transfer pipes, transfer nodes. I'd like to upgrade those into item conduits with Ender IO once again. But I do not have any ender pearls. It's really proven to be a challenge for me. I've only gotten 2 since we started. I've been nonstop going to the mob farm, but it really, the loot bags have not been paying out yet. We're going to spice that up in a little bit once I get some machines made and once we get everything automated on this end of the island. So first things first, we need to be able to turn the cobblestone that we're getting into something productive. Now, one of the easiest ways to do this is with the pulverizer from thermal expansion. We don't need a fancy one with any of the crazy reinforced or resonant frames. We're just going to go with the most basic machine frame, which is iron, tin gear, and some glass. So the tin gear is just iron ingots and tin. Now, we have plenty of the metals to make this stuff, because of the sieving and all that stuff that I did in between episodes. So let's just grab some tin. We got iron, and I believe I have some glass already smelted off in one of these chests. Like I said, need to upgrade the storage. Oh, it might be in, there it is. There's stuff in the furnace. So I'm just going to drill down once again, down to the basic frame, and to the tin gear. We're going to make a tin gear. I think we're going to make more than just one pulverizer because I would like to be sieving gravel, and I would also like to be sieving dust. Dust gives us the redstone that we need, and the gravel gives us a good amount of ores, and maybe I might just do dust because it's going to give us most of the stuff we need. Sand doesn't give us much, but one thing that I do know it gives us, which, let me see if I can find it, is these ancient spores, and I sieved some sand just for that purpose. And this is what we're going to use to spice up the mob farm. More to come on that later. So we have 4 tin gears. Now we need to make these basic frames. We got 4 basic frames and onto the pulverizers. We need flint, copper gears, and redstone reception coils along with pistons. So I'm going to get this stuff made off. We need iron and copper. Again, we have the copper. Let's go grab that. Well, I have extras, but I know we have the flint over here. So we'll grab the flint. And we need to make pistons. So I have redstone, iron, and do I have any cobblestone? I always find myself grabbing cobblestone out of here and just putting it off in a chest. Oh, the horrors, the pain. We also need wood as well. So I'm just going to keep on crafting. So we're just going to finish up with the redstone reception coil. It's the last piece we need. I believe we have everything. Yes, we need 4 of them. Put everything back in our inventory. Do we have pulverizers? Yeah, we have 4 pulverizers. Let me get the last piece of this whole puzzle because, like I said, we're going to grind everything down to dust and just sift the dust. So what I'm going to look up is something from Astris called the auto sieve, I believe. So I'm just going to look up sieve, and here we go. Automatic sieve. What do we need to make this bad boy? We can make it 2 ways. I think this would electrical steel or invar. Invar. Now the way you make invar is we have some ferrous. Sometimes it comes out as nickel, I believe. And you use some iron as well. We're going to smelt this down. I think it's 2 iron to 1 ferrous. That should give us 6. That should give us more than enough, I believe. How many did we need? To make this, we needed 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least 5. We have enough there. And silk mesh. We had the string for the mesh over at the mob farm. So there's our mesh. We're going to go check on the invar. Hopefully it's smelted into invar. Molten invar. Oh, that only gave us 3 ingots. So I guess we're going to have to do another round. Now, I did say I was going to spice up the mob farm. And the way that I'm going to do this is with that ancient spore. So I'm gonna grab some dirt and make a ring here. Or actually just, a 3x3, that's fine. That should work out just fine. Let's go grab that ancient spore from our seed chest and lay this down on the dirt. Okay, that makes mycelium. We're gonna take our watering can and spread this to all the dirt here. And what this is gonna do, we're gonna bring back our barrels and put it on the outer edge and fill these up with water. Now this is gonna turn this water into some hocus pocus witch water. And you can already see that this is transforming it, and it's gonna transform it into witch water. Now I have a feeling that this is gonna bite me real bad, so I'm gonna put all of my stuff in a chest so I don't lose anything. So if I get a grave, I won't have to go fetch it. We should have, we have witch water now and also mushrooms, part of mycelium. We're going to get 4 buckets of witch water. And what we're going to do is climb up into this mob spawner. This is a stupid idea if you ask me, but I really need to get it done. And we're going to, let me move this torch here. We're going to switch out the water for witch water. Oh, call me crazy. This is probably a dumb idea on my part, but hopefully I can make it through. Join me for the fun. Okay. Do I want to do this? Oh, I don't know if I want to do this. I think I don't want to do this anymore. Maybe I could at least get the spiders that are coming after me. Get out of here! I'm going for it, No. Okay. This is a bad idea. No. This is a terrible idea. Get out of here. No, I don't want you. I don't. This is a terrible idea. I'm gonna die. Oh, I'm gonna die. Maybe not. I might be good. Okay. I think I might be okay. No, don't let this one skeleton ruin me. No, okay. I should be good. We'll turn that to witch water. We gotta be quick. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking. Okay, witch water. Everything's been witch watered up. Oh, we nearly had a brush with death there. but we made it. So everything's closed back up. Let's make our way down. Let's go check on the invar real quick. So we're going to let everything just kind of... Where did I put the redstone clock? Down here? Yep, there it is. So we're going to let that spill out, and we're going to make those pulverizers. So let me get this recipe ready. Well, let me get all my stuff back. Okay. Let's get this recipe ready for no, we weren't making a pulverizer. We were making these sieves. So let's get the electrum ready. Thankfully, I made that mistake of making electrum. So let's make 2 sieves. Well, no, let's just make 1 for right now. 1 will be fine. That'll be plenty. We're gonna have plenty of stuff to come back to when we come back on the next episode. So let's get that gear made up. There's our gear. And just get this set up and ready to go. Well, of course it's not going to do anything because it's not reading that I have everything. It wants that invar. Where is my invar? There it is. So we're going to make 1 into nuggets just by putting it in the crafting grid. Now, will you take it? Will you take it? We have our sieve. Perfect. Now we are ready to set this up. I'm going to run it off of these 2 generators right here. This shouldn't take up too much. I think it should be fine. We're just going to run it from here over to this way. I'm going to run it in front a little bit so I can run all the power cables. Now what we're going to set up first is the pulverizers. Now, I really don't have a way around this. I really don't like the way this is going to look, but I just want to get this automation set up and ready to go. I have to run a line down to get the cobblestone to go on over to the pulverizers and get everything set up. So I'm really going to run some bad looking pipes. Sorry for this, but it's what I have to do. I do this in the name of progress. Don't hate me. We're gonna go up and over. We're gonna probably spice this up in between episodes to make sure that everything's looking pretty great. I promise we'll make it look great. Get the pulverizer set up. We're just gonna do a tower setup, so everything's just gonna be bam, 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 wham, bam, and cobblestone's gonna come from the top, right? And that's what we're aiming for here. Okay, blue is input. Orange is output. We're going to take the cobble in from the top, and then we're going to expel that into the bottom to make sand. And then that's going to expel down in the bottom to grind 1 more time to make dust. And we're going to expel that out of the bottom. Yes, out of the bottom, that's fine. And I believe we could do this without a transfer node. And take this to the automatic sieve. Now, after the sieve, it's going to go into a chest. Now, I've made a diamond chest, an extra one, for this purpose. So when we're AFK or when we're not in the game, we don't automatically run out of stuff. Now, let's hook up some power to this and see how it runs real quick. We got to have power coming from... Let's get it from both machines. And run it to the sieve. Now they're all getting power. That's what we needed. Now is all this working? We got cobble going to gravel, going to sand, which is going to dust. And apparently we do need a transfer node, and we'll probably need a transfer node here then as well to go into this chest. Gonna place the, oh man, this is gonna be hard. Okay, we got the interaction upgrade. It's always handy to have water just in case you need to place something underneath. Look, it's going into the sieve now. Let's repair that hole real quick. Now we're just going to set up another one of these transfer nodes and put a world interaction upgrade into that because that's definitely going to need it, I believe. Yep. Oh, guys, we have everything automated now. The cobblestone's going into dust and it's being sifted from there. We're going to get tons and tons of ore and all the other stuff that we need from this. Now, the one thing that it doesn't get us is diamonds and emeralds, but I think we have a plan for that next episode. We're just going to let this run as we go nonstop. And one of the things that we may upgrade is you could put some upgrades in here to get some fortune and stuff like that. Again, another topic for next episode, and we're going to spice all that stuff up as well. Now, let's get on to the nitty-gritty, my favorite part of the day. Let's look at the achievement book and see what we have gotten completed. So we currently left off in the Stone Age, so let's see what we can check off here. Make an obsidian with a stone barrel, check. Upgrade an existing tinker's tool with a metal part. We did that with the Manulin from the OP fluid cows. Upgrade your mob farm. We did not do that yet. We made a watering can. I did that off camera in between episodes. We prepared a farming space for several crops. We have the magical crops and the wheat. Make a mattock from Tinker's Construct, check. We use the sprinkler to water a farm. Again, like I said, it doesn't work on magical crops, so don't try it. That's all we got done in the Stone Age, and I'm not sure. Let's see. Did we do anything in Age Exploration? No. I'm slacking. Okay, Age of Machines. Automate turning cobblestone into gravel with a pulverizer or auto hammer. Check. Use energy conduits to power several machines at once. Yes, we have 3 pulverizers and a sieve running. Automate your sieve with any automatic sieve. Check. One of the last things I think we did, look, level up a tinker's tool or weapon to the godlike level. Now I was able to do that with the mob farm and the flint tool that I stuck with until I was able to get something else. So that's godlike. We're going to check that off as well. And that is all from the achievement books. All right, guys, I'm going to end the episode here. I got to attribute some of the success in Tinker's Construct to these OP fluid cows. Bow down to the OP fluid cows for that Manulin. If any of you are new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified of the new videos that I post a couple times a week. Leave some feedback, comments, and likes if you enjoy. But for now, everybody, we're done. Bye-bye.